Avenue, Willkommen, Karibu. I think by now you know exactly what time it is.
It is time for Sports Central, that show that guarantees your weekly fix of sports action. And because I know you love the action, you love the goals, you love the competition, you're definitely in the right place. We're your hosts, Mike Mondo.
And I'm Wanjira Longhour. So what do you say? Keep it Sports Central.
Coming up on today's episode.
We got to kick it with the Posta Rangers as they let us know what they're doing in the field to maintain in the league.
Plus, rally chicks in the building. We get to hang out with Natasha Tundo and Chantal Young and learn just a bit more about the only all-female crew in the Safari Rally.
Now that sounds pretty dope, but you know what else is dope? The fact that we went to Nakuru for the Rugby 7 series and found out more about the Prinsloo 7s. Stick around, you're going to want to hear more about this.
But first,
have you seen that hot air balloon? No, seriously, gunning to the sky is Sport Pesa. They've just signed a deal with Arsenal as their official betting partner right here in Africa.
And coming after the confirmation of their sponsorship deal with Hull City and of course being the official betting partner with Southampton, Sport Pesa has made clear its intentions of partnering with European football clubs in order to foster and develop local football.
Today at the Mara, we announced a very exciting partnership with Arsenal moving forward in terms of having grown our strength. They were our official betting partner for Kenya. Today we announced our official partnership for the rest of Africa.
Well, Arsenal has a very engaged and passionate fan base in Kenya and the whole of Africa. In fact, in Kenya, we have more website traffic than anywhere in the world to arsenal.com, except the UK. So we're very conscious of our very strong support here in Kenya. And in Africa in general, we have a very engaged fan base, which appreciates both the way Arsenal plays its football and also the way our business is run. And this partnership with SportPesa will enhance that position of Arsenal, and we hope also allow SportPesa to communicate to the Arsenal supporters all over Africa and in Kenya.
The overall feeling about the partnership we've announced today is first and foremost one of pride. We've got an amazing relationship with SportPesa and we're delighted to be able to extend and expand on what we've done so far by taking the partnership across the whole of Africa.
The kind of professionalism that comes in from a club like Arsenal, which has a huge following not only in Kenya but in Africa. We want to be able to leverage on that partnership to give 360-degree development program for all of the football structures within Kenya. And by commitment as a company towards that, we would want to enhance further the football professionalism as far as the rest of the country is concerned.
Arsenal has a huge fan base and following here in Africa, and we're committed to growing that presence and that engagement. And this enhancement of our partnership with SportPesa will help us to do that. We've had a fantastic trip here. We've had unforgettable lifetime experiences. The hot air balloon above the Masai Mara, seeing some of the incredible animals here, and also just the way we've been received by the people of Masai Mara and also from SportPesa has been fantastic, and really, really appreciate it.
We've seen some amazing sights, the animals, we've had a hot air balloon ride to actually see more of the landscape, which has just been absolutely fantastic. It's been a great experience and definitely something that's going to be memorable.
And the 2016 Rio Olympics has set off in style with 80 Kenyan athletes ready to play the games. Sports Central had to be there at the County of Champions to find out what they're expecting from Team Kenya.
Natoa shukrani kwa SportPesa kwa kusaidia vijana waende Rio ili ainue nchi yetu, nchi ya Kenya mbele.
Nashukuru SportPesa kwa kupelekea wachezaji wetu Rio.
The 2016 SportPesa Premier League, of course, has had its ups and downs for the recently promoted Posta Rangers, who kicked off their campaign challenging the big boys and, of course, registering some impressive scores and upsets as well.
We had to join in on a friendly match with Talanta FC to find out exactly what they're doing on the field and how they're faring off in the league. Let's find out what happened there.
Tumekuwa na first leg poa. Tulitrain poa sana pre-season and hiyo imekuwa tu mazao ya good training program kwa pre-season. Going forward nafikiri tumeanza second leg. Tumekuwa na game 4 so far, but tuko worried na results. Tumedraw 2, tumelose 2. But going forward najua tunaendelea tukibuild from where we left in the first leg, kwa hivyo tuko sawa. Every friendly match kuna ile something unataka kuangalia, objective ile unataka kucheck. Kama kwa leo tulikuwa tunajaribu tu maintain our first 11 because at least sasa tumechezesha the same team for the last 3. This is going to be the 3rd time hii game yetu na FC. Kwa hivyo nafikiri ni vizuri kuwa na hiyo continuity in terms of team ile inaanza game. Alafu pia inasaidia wale watu wapatangi enough playing time kwa league, then inawapatia maintain form yao. Kwa hivyo hizo tu ndio vitu mbili tunaangalia, na of course kuwin, definitely hata mkiwin game kama hii inapatia players motivation ya ku approach the next game.
Kwa jina mimi naitwa Jokin Satudo. Mimi nacheza defense. We normally play friendlies to rectify our mistakes and to make sure that we play as a unit and we get all that we need to all that we normally do in training, so that in friendlies we do it perfectly. The style, our philosophy is just to keep the ball. We're just trying to keep the ball, and then we enjoy football. So if we can score, we want to score. Our philosophy is to put the ball down, we enjoy it, and then we play as a team.
Really competitive league, Mike. What do you think? Do you think that the Rangers have a shot at making it back up to the top?
Well, who knows? They have their work cut out for them, but as that race for the top intensifies, you never know. We've seen some interesting twists in the league. This may be one of them. Well, what we do know is that we here at Sports Central wish them all the best in their remaining fixtures.
I couldn't agree more. But you know what? We're about to take a short break. Don't even think of going anywhere. Coming up are going to be those rally chicks. Let's find out how they steer a wheel. Welcome back. Just in case you're only tuning in with us now, you're watching Sports Central, your weekly fix of sports action.
Talking about fix, we've seen some interesting moments in the Safari Rally this year, and although all teams aim for a podium finish, challenging the course and giving it a good go is key for the motorsport event.
We got to speak to the rally chicks themselves, Natasha Tundo and Chantal Young, as they let us know what it's like as the only all-female crew in the Safari Rally to be involved in such a male-dominated sport. Listen to what they had to say.
My name is Tash Tunde. I'm a driver in the KNRC Championship in Kenya. I drive a Subaru M10. My car doesn't have a nickname, no. Just the rally car, I think. Just the high car. I think the most interesting thing about our car would be the sticker on the back saying you've just been overtaken by girls, and a couple of them have been overtaken in the section. I rally with Chantal Young, she's my navigator, and we're sponsored by Hive, which is powered by Liquid Telecom. I started rallying, well, I grew up in a rallying family, and so we were always in the service park with my father while he was rallying. And then I started navigating him 7 years ago, and I started driving last year with Chantal. The best experience we've had would be finishing our first Safari Rally as the top female crew and finishing 11th. Motivation behind my rallying is that I'm female and trying to push women in the sport and trying to show everyone that women can do it too, and yeah, keep up with the boys really. Rallying is a very male-dominated sport, but I don't think the women should be scared about it. I think they need to just come in and do it. The men are really nice and opening and supportive, and help us out in every way possible.
My name is Chantal Young. I navigate for Tash Tundo in a Subaru M10. So the navigator does just about everything apart from driving. So they've got to be on time, make sure that we're not checking into a control too early or late, get to the actual control on the right route, making sure we're not missing a corner or overshooting or anything like that, really. The special thing that I see about her is she's such a funky looking car. You know, the whole stickers and all of that on it just brings it out, and it sort of stands out from the rest of the cars. What motivates me is, for one, the love of the sport. So just to actually do rallying is something that I love. You know, so getting into the car is it's awesome. And it's every month, so that's what makes it even better. The 2016 season has been really awesome, actually. You know, starting off with our sponsor, Hi, and then just from the beginning, we've just been showing more and more results. And with being the last one, in the Safari Rally, we came 11th overall, which is our highest position while we've been rallying. As you can probably see, our most treasured ones are the ones that we've got here, which is, we came 11th in the Safari Rally that was just finished. Came 11th overall, and we got the ladies trophy, which was the highest placed ladies in the rally.
You see, I always knew that a woman behind the wheel would kill it.
Absolutely. I'm having a change of heart and I really am looking forward to seeing their progress in the Safari Rally.
Me too.
And as you think about that, Nakuru kicked off our Rugby Sevens series with the Prinsloo Sevens tournament. And after a long 15th season, well, the sides were excited to show us some running rugby in a shorter version of the sport.
Quality rugby for first weekend of the circuit, and I think it's going to be an interesting circuit this year.
The Sevens circuit, number one, you know, it gets to showcase Kenya's talent in Sevens. I mean, we're obviously now a feature in the world game, and what this does is just exposes more players to the game of rugby. And being the short form of the game, it's the fun sort of fun game. A lot of players are trying to emulate the stars that are out there, especially the guys who are now in Rio waiting to play next week. So that's what it does, and we're able to travel a lot around the country, bring people together, bring the fans together.
It's a great competition. Like it's a good blooding for 15s as well. The guys that don't go on to play sevens for Kenya, you know, it teaches them a lot about themselves personally, because you know there's nowhere to hide in sevens. It's one-on-one. You know, you got to be a man. You can't go hiding behind someone else.
It's a good feeling for me as a captain, coming back from injury for 4 months with a wrist capital injury, and coming to this tournament and winning it with a new different guys from the team. I must say it's a good feeling to me.
From Rally Chicks, this is Sports Central. Keep it locked.
Now that right there is what you call dope rugby. You know what they say, to the winner goes the spoils. Now before we wrap up the show, we want to go ahead and show some love to Sammy Kege, who had a hilarious suggestion as to a new sport that we could try. What do you say to this?
Yep.
You say yep?
Yep.
What are those? No, I'm good. Personally, thank you. You and Mike can try it though.
All right, with the English Premier League around the corner, we would like you to come and join us on our Sports Central Fantasy League. Now, each week we're going to be taking a look at the best performing managers and shouting you out. As they say, tukutane kwa debe.
Very excited to see what those teams are going to have up their sleeve. In the meantime, though, we have a special request from Vivid Gold, who's asking that Sports Central pop in their FIFA 16 tournament. All right, I'm with it. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. By the way, I might just join you guys and, of course, show you a few skills. Plus, of course, don't forget, you can invite us for a hangout. And, of course, if there's anything you'd love to see featured on the show, please do let us know. Until then,
keep it Sports Central.